Hey guys, I've been feeling bummed out about honestly several things, but I feel like I'm kind of just in a funk today. You know, when you wake up and you feel like everything in your life is wrong and you're not where you want to be, and like just everything just feels off, and your mind is like giving you 101 reasons on why, but you know, like tomorrow everything will be okay. Yeah, that's literally how I feel right now. Essentially, lately I've been feeling like I'm like very, sensitive with what I can be around, like who I can be around, because I have found that whenever somebody, kind of insults me or like makes fun of something that I am just now starting to accept about myself. Like, there are factors that I'm just now starting to accept about myself, accept like these desires that I have, or accept these parts about myself. And because they're so fresh, when somebody demeans me about them, or makes a joke, or says some self-conscious shit, but like projects it out at me instead of, saying it in first person, like that's the way they feel, but they're like projecting it at me, I have become like extremely sensitive, and it fucking hurts. Like I said, there are things that I've recently been like tapping into, accepting about myself, and just trying out, like as a beginner, something new, and just not even skills, but like parts of my personality and like parts of me I've been wanting to just show more often instead of like hide all the time. And I have experienced kind of like pushback where like I'll be around someone and they'll like say something about the thing I'm just starting, or they'll joke about it, and I don't think they mean any harm, and I don't even think they know that how they act hurts my feelings, but it definitely hurts my feelings. And I just don't really like being in any space where I don't really feel like accepted for all of me. I get that like some things I do, or the way I act, or the things like how I talk, or the things I like, maybe not everyone can get down with. Like maybe like not everyone like really cares. Like some people, maybe they think I'm weird, or like I don't care, like who knows what they think about, but like my thing is like I want to be accepted for everything I am, even if you don't like it, or that's what I expect from friends that I hang out with consistently. Because I have seen that like when I'm around certain people, and if they're consistently shutting things down, whether that's like, it's like implicitly, like obviously no one's gonna come up to you and tell you like, hey, like I hate that you do this, and like be super upfront about it. I think a lot of people are more implicit about the way they feel about you, and that'll come out in jokes, or like rude comments, or like surprised comments, and it really hurts my feelings. It really hurts my feelings because it feels like around certain people I have to like shrink to be around them. It feels like I have to hide and like change the way I would answer questions, or just the way I am, because I know that if I tell them like how I actually feel, or if I like express these parts of my personality or desires, they're just gonna shut it down. And that's another thing, like that's why I've been being really careful about who I open up to about the things that I want in my life, because I have seen countless times like I'm just being myself, and I'm talking nonchalantly about the things I want to do, and then like people will make a joke about it, or like they'll make fun of me, or they'll make me feel like I should be embarrassed for what I just said. And again, like they're not coming at it in a way that's like upfront, but it's just the way people talk. Or maybe I'm just so fucking sensitive right now. Like again, when you have certain desires or ways of expression that are fresh, that are like, you're finally letting yourself own what you want, and you're finally letting yourself own who you are, that's like fresh, like I'm just now dipping my toe in the water of being honest and real. So when I get pushback, I'm like, okay, like I literally just want to hide in my shell all over again. And it makes me like really sad, and like it affects me a lot. And that's why I've been really specific now about friends. Like there are certain friends that I have that they accept me for everything I bring. And those friends mean a lot to me because like, I don't know, I just feel like recently for the first time, I've been feeling the feeling of what it is like to be around people that accept you. And like, I don't have to hide. I don't have to like lie about my interests or my desires for the future around these people. Like they can see my vision, or they like can agree with me, or they're not gonna shut me down and be like, you're weird. And that's hard. And that's really impossible. And damn, you're starting that now. Like the amount of times I've gotten like these implicit, like just discouragement. I've gotten so discouraged by people when I'm myself around them, or when I'm like honest about like what I'm up to or what I like these days and what I want for myself. And they like make this, like they make these comments, and it's just so lame. It's so lame, like the way people treat me when I'm just being myself. I'm literally just being myself. And I have told people before, like, I am just being myself. Like, can you stop shutting me down? Like, I will be silly, weird, and goofy. And like, I had an old friend that would just like make fun of me because I was like that. And okay, like people would be like, oh, it's a joke. Like, okay, dude, well, you know what? I don't really want any jokes about me trying to be authentically myself because it's new for me. It's like it's still fresh, you know, when you're like trying to be yourself and you're trying to accept yourself for everything you are. The moment someone like makes fun of you or makes a joke about you, it just makes you want to like crawl back to your cave. I'm gonna see if I could turn a light on. Okay. This is better. It's just because like the lighting is like really bad right now. So yeah, because I've been wanting to accept myself for everything I am, and accept my desires for what they authentically are, and accept my vision for my future without shrinking, I have had to really reevaluate who I spend time with. And that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna like hang out with certain people, I'm not gonna cut people off, but the amount I spend time with them, and also what I tell them, about myself. Because again, like I think I have tried the route of like, okay, I'm just gonna be myself, and like I don't care if there's any pushback or discouragement or like weird comments about my interests or like what I want for myself. But then when I am myself and they make like discouraging comments, like it really fucks up like my head. It really affects my mind. It makes me, there's a fly. It really makes me feel like, damn, okay, like I guess this isn't possible for me, or I should be embarrassed, or like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, and I should stop acting this way, or there's something wrong with the way I'm acting. And I'm so tired. I get more so angry than letting myself succumb to the negative projections. But definitely today, it affected me a lot, and I think it hurt my feelings a lot. But I think I've also just been holding in a lot of my insecurity when it comes to like people poking at me and just me being myself. But then again, I'm really grateful for the friends that I do have that do accept me for everything I bring. Like there's not one thing I can say that will make them like look at me weird or like discourage me or be like, yeah, no, like that's not possible, or like why would you want to do that? Or like there's certain friends that I have right now that I feel like I can go to them and express my cool ass visions, or like my deep ass thoughts, or like the desires I have that I'm embarrassed to say to other people, and they'll be like, oh shoot, like yeah, that's so cool and that's so possible, and like I'm down to help you. Like being around people like that has made me like be able to like breathe for a second. And like, you know, living in New York, there are so many people. So it's like just higher of a chance of you becoming friends with people who are just not aligned with you. I have hung out with people and like my whole entire body just tightens up. I can't feel like myself, and it's not even like a conscious thing. Like, these things are unconscious. The energy you receive from another person in front of you, especially when it's your first time hanging out, it affects the way you come off. And that's why like I really value anyone that like I can relax with, like I can breathe with them. I'm not like overthinking what I'm saying, because they make me feel so accepted just in their demeanor and their tone and how down to earth they are. I've met people who are not down to earth. I've met people who have this pretentious attitude towards them. I've met people who seem down to earth, but they're actually like very judgmental and they're haters. And like, I don't enjoy being around extremely judgmental people, and I don't enjoy being around really pretentious people. But you see that a lot, and not just in New York, but like everywhere. But that's why like I'm very specific about the people that I want to surround myself around, because dude, it affects me so much. Like, I do a lot of inner work on myself, and I'm studying psychology. Like, I know a lot about what makes up our perceptions and the self and why we do what we do. But like, it doesn't matter how much knowledge you hold if you're constantly exposing yourself to friendships that constantly discourage you and discourage your authentic way of being. Like, anytime you're honest about what you feel, or anytime you like act that weird funny way because that's just who you were in the moment, anytime you like express your desires and you're like shut down, or someone makes a joke about it, or like someone makes you feel like embarrassed for even saying that, like that shit adds up. That shit adds up, and that shit fucking hurts. And I've already gone through the loop of like people telling me like, oh, it's a joke, it's a joke, it's a joke, it's a joke. Dude, I literally couldn't care less if it's a fucking joke. It hurt my feelings. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. And like, they'll be like, oh, the joke has to hit. Like, the joke has to make an effect. And I'm talking about someone in specific now. But they were like, the joke has to make an impact. I'm like, the impact of hurting my feelings? Like, what do you gain from this? Like, is it only funny when you like successfully make me feel insecure and hate myself? Like, why do I have to be humiliated for the joke to be funny? But that's just an example of a situation I've experienced of just being made fun of for being myself and then being called sensitive. I'm over that shit. Lately, I've just been really working on it, accepting everything that I am, but we're in that incubation period where if someone says the wrong thing on a certain day, everything comes crashing down and I have to restart again tomorrow, which is fine. That's life. But I do accept that, like, once you are starting to accept yourself for everything you are and begin making those decisions that feel true to you but are scary, you're in a very like sensitive period where like you tell the wrong person something, you open up to the wrong person, you hear a certain comment, and then suddenly like all your hopes and dreams like don't feel possible because of what they told you. When in reality, everyone is just projecting from their own inner world. The only reason it feels so objectively real is because somewhere inside of me, I agree with it. And that's the case with anyone. Like, if something hurts your feelings and what comes out of their mouth just feels blatantly negative and limiting, but it still hurts, it's because somewhere inside of you, you agree with them. And that's why I'm saying, like, I'm trying to get away from those people right now, especially just right now, like, especially right now when everything is fresh and you're like dreaming and having all these visions and like are so excited for yourself. It's in these moments where someone can just like I just imagine like a tower of blocks, and then they say the wrong thing, and like all the blocks come crashing down, and you just restart tomorrow. And that's just the reality, but that's just what I've been feeling lately. Another thing that I've been accepting about myself is that sometimes I just need some safety, and I don't have to white knuckle everything. I used to be extremely passionate about the fact that like everything you're scared of, you have to go do. You have to prove to yourself that you can do it, and you can do it alone. And I would talk about this idea of like needing to learn how to do things by yourself, and like you don't need someone to go do these things with you, and how limiting is it to want to do an activity but purposefully don't do the activity because you need someone to go with you. And I was very, black and white about that thinking. And although I was coming from a good place, I do not agree with that mentality anymore, because I genuinely just traumatized myself even more. I set out to do those things. I set out to like anything I wanted to do, even if I was scared of it. Like, I'm not gonna let anything stop me. I'm gonna go do it. Like, I don't care if there's nobody with me. I'm gonna go do that thing. But in reality, I would just go do that thing, but like still be very tense and still not have fun, because I just forced myself to do it in the name of proving something to myself. So now these days, I kind of just accept that like when I'm trying something new, yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared to go try something new sometimes by myself. Would I rather have a friend come with me and support me and just hang out with me while I try this new thing? Yeah, if I had the option, yeah, I would. And obviously this is not with everything. Like, I'm pretty okay alone, but I recently just started to learn how to skateboard. Did I want to go alone to the skate park without knowing anything about skating? No, I don't want to. I'm scared. Did I try alone anyway? Yeah, I did go alone anyway. Did that change the fact that I'm still scared? No. I still feel pretty like scared going into a skate park, especially just because, I don't know, I do feel like embarrassed. I don't know anything, but it's so weird. Like, when I started martial arts, I didn't know anything. And now, like 4 years later, I know a lot. So like, I've already been through a feeling. And in martial arts, like the MMA world and like that whole entire sport, like I would say that's more intimidating to walk into than skateboarding as a beginner. But, you know, even so, walking into skateboarding, I still feel like really weird being a beginner and not knowing anything. And especially just because I got a helmet, because I could not fucking do an ollie without like hesitating and freezing all the time. Like, I would hesitate, and I'm like, you know what, like do I feel embarrassed that I have a helmet on? Yeah, because I just feel like I'm a beginner and I'm still not secure in myself to realize like it's okay. And especially just because somebody did make fun of me for getting a helmet, and I'm like, and it's the same fucking people who are just like, who wouldn't be a beginner in it themselves, that are making fun of me for just trying. And it hurts my fucking feelings. But anyway, yeah, so like I got a helmet, and yeah, I'm embarrassed. But anyway, yeah, so things like this, do I want a friend to be with me? Yeah, I'd prefer a friend to be with me. And I did have a friend come with me. It's just to support me while I bust my ass and learn how to skate. And did it make me feel better? Yes. Did it make me feel safer? Yes. Do I go back on my ideology from before? Yes. It's okay to want a friend to be with you when you're like in a new setting. It makes you enjoy it more, and it makes you take off focus from like, oh, like I'm new and I'm the only one that's new and like everybody's paying attention to me. Like, nobody's paying attention to you, and I logically know that, but it doesn't physiologically feel that way. So when I'm with my friend and I accept the fact that I just need someone there with me, and it doesn't make me any less strong or any less secure in myself. Like, it's just the reality. Like, I am just nervous getting into skating, and I feel self-conscious because everybody is so good at it. And having a friend there with me, it really helped me. It really took off all my attention off of the perspectives of others on me. The last thing I want to talk about that I've been dealing with is just how hard it's been dating, because people are so weird. It's not even the fact that you can't find somebody nice and that treats you with respect. It's just hard finding someone that's normal. That's literally normal, that doesn't have screws loose in their head, that when you hang out with them, they don't say some weird out of pocket shit, or I feel like I've run across or came across people who are just weird. And that's been the biggest thing. My first standard when it comes to dating someone is, are you normal? Because I have taken that for granted. I remember maybe I've had one boyfriend that I could say was normal. All the other ones definitely had some fucking screws loose in just the way they acted, or what they thought was okay. And just in society, I just feel you see someone and you're yeah, they might seem nice and maybe we'll hit it off, and they are just weird. They're not normal. And that's just been one of the things for me, where I've come across people that are just fucking weird, and I'm all right, dating's gonna be a lot harder than I thought. And another thing with dating is how transactional I have seen it be. And this gets me to my point of hookup culture. Just because I tell someone, yeah, I don't want to hook up with you, I don't know you, I don't want to hook up with you. Just because I tell somebody that does not mean that I want to date them. And I think that's what men think. I have come across men that find interest in me and they want to hang out with me, and I tell them hey, I don't do hookups. I don't do hookup culture, which I'm gonna get into a second. But I don't do hookup culture. So if that's what you're looking for, you're kind of wasting your time. And they'll be well, I'm not looking for anything serious. So, and I'm dude, I never fucking said I wanted to date you. I never fucking said I wanted to date you. My position in this is I accept people, or I treat people for what it is in the moment. I don't pick someone and say, you're coming over to my house tonight and we're gonna hook up. That's what I mean when I say I don't engage in hookup culture. If I meet someone and we're hanging out and it naturally leads there, because I was talking to them like a normal human being, and they were talking to me like a normal human being, and it just happens to happen, okay, that is fine. But do I go out of my way and scope out the world for men to bring home to my house and do shit with them? No, I don't do that. There is nothing wrong if you do that. If anything, sometimes I wish I could have that sense of agency and freedom. I don't operate that way. I have a lot of trauma, and just my personality just doesn't vibe like that. I am very, very weird when it comes to people I don't know, because of how transactional people are, especially men. They are so fucking transactional. Not all of them, but a lot of what you encounter, what I've seen is just they're just putting you in a role. Either you want to date or either you want to hook up with me. There is no in between of can I just talk to this person and get to know them and see if I even like their personality enough to engage even further? People don't do that. I have seen more often than not that people, they either want to date me and I'm dude, I don't know you, or they want to hook up and I'm dude, I don't know you. But the thing is that men get confused when I say I don't engage in hookup culture, because they think that I want something serious with them. The same reason I won't seriously date you is the same reason I won't hook up with you. It's because I do not know you. And I don't understand how people can get that through their head. Everyone operates on such binaries and black and white. It's either we hook up or we date. There is no one that's operating off of like a normal this is what I mean when I say the people are weird. It's just such weird behavior to me. Like nobody like meets someone and then just sees what the vibes are and accepts it for what it is. Everybody's like, can you do this for me? Can you be in this role for me? And it's like, no, dude, I'm not something that you can just put into a role for you. My name is vveydaa. You can get to know me as a person. We can see what the vibe is. If it is just like sexual tension and that's all it is, then that's fine. If it becomes something more, then that's fine. If it doesn't, then that's fine. My problem with it is like people are just set out to put you in a box. They don't even care about anything about you. They don't even care about like getting to know you as a person. They look at you and they're like, oh yeah, hook up box, come home with me tonight. Oh, you don't want to come home with me tonight? Forget the fact that I even wanted to take you out. Yeah, we're not going out on that date anymore. That's how people act. And it gets me so angry because just people are so fucking weird. They're so weird in the way they label things, and they're so weird with the fact that they think I want to date them just because I don't want to do shit to them. Like, I don't want to fucking date you, you fucking weirdo. I don't know you. That being said, I really think people who can just hang out with me, not expect it to go anywhere, and just see whatever the energy brings, I really fuck with those people. Those people have self-control and they look at you like you're a real person, and they're not fiending for like somebody to do shit to them. Like they're not fiending for someone to like date them and be their fucking girlfriend, like be this whole entire thing that they idealized of you, because I hate that shit too. Like I feel like I've just come across both extremes with men where like either one, they idealize the fuck out of me and they just want me to be their girlfriend. And I'm like, dude, we haven't even talked and like operated like together long enough for you to even know that. And then on the other hand, it's the people who just want to hook up with me and they don't even care about what my name is. I'm like, no, dude, I don't want you to touch me because I don't fucking know you. And that's the way I operate. And is it hard sometimes? Yeah, but I just really can't get like behind scoping out people to fit a certain need. Like if it happens, it happens, but I really put the person first. Like I care about the person that's in front of me, their interests, their desires, their personality. I care about that first before I care about what I need from you. Another thing that I've recently started to implement is do the thing even if it doesn't make sense. Do it even if it doesn't make sense of the world or can fit in a little box, or like even if you can't comprehend where it's gonna go, do it anyway. Follow your internal compass, the thing that like you're sitting alone bored at home and you get this idea to do this thing. Just go do it. Don't like second guess yourself or question it or be like, oh, but like that doesn't really make sense to do at this hour of the day. Or like, I never really usually do that. Or like, what am I supposed to do there? Like, what's gonna happen? Or like, you start overthinking about shit that's just supposed to be fun. And that's something for me that I've realized, like, let myself do the damn fun thing that I just thought about without overthinking all the next steps. Like, even if it doesn't make sense to others, even like if you've never done it before and you don't know how it's gonna go, just do the damn thing. It doesn't have to make sense. There are no rules. There are no rules. And I have been needing to like remember that. And when you live your life that way, you just finally feel like you're set free from your shackles. Like, a lot of us are always operating on this rule-based system, which is normal. Like, your ego mind understands the world through rules and what to do and what not to do. But we take it way too far to the point where like we're immobilizing ourselves. Like, it's okay to go do the weird, wacky thing that you don't usually do. It's okay to do that fun activity and not know how to do it and not know what to expect. It's okay to go to that place even though you don't know anybody there and you don't know what's gonna happen. Like, it's okay to break your like norms. It's okay to do something different throughout your day that you don't usually do. It's okay to explore. There are no rules. There's nobody telling you that you can't do that thing. The only person that's telling you that you can't do that thing is your own self that needs to make sense out of everything before you do it. Like, damn, you don't gotta do that. I don't gotta do that. I don't have to make sense of everything before I just think of a fun thing to do. It doesn't have to have a purpose. It doesn't have to continue. Like, you don't have to commit to it. You just go try these things for fun. And that is like, that is a key word. For fun. Have fun. Have fun. Have fun. This is the thing that I've been telling myself, because everything I've ever done has been for a purpose. Whether that's been to increase a skill, because it has to look good for social media, because it has to be this way, because it has to reach this goal, because I have to perform this way. I am so done. I'm so done with that mentality. You know where that got me? It got me completing a lot of goals, and it got me really fucking depressed inside. And I felt really unhappy. And so what the point is it to have all these achievements and accolades if you're still feeling empty inside? And for me, I was realizing that I was missing just the aspect of having fun and doing things for the sake of having fun and doing things for no reason other than the fact that you enjoy the moment. And if people think you're weird for that, they're just missing out on all the fucking fun that they could be having. I swear to God, it's like a weight lifts off your chest when you realize that this activity, this experience, this new thing that you try doesn't need to have any other purpose other than the fact that you're just having fun in the moment. You're just gonna go find something to do. And it's okay if you don't know how to do it. It's okay if like it results into like something that you didn't even want to do. Like, it doesn't even matter what the outcome is of the activity. Just go do it for fun. Leave out everything else, the performance, it looking good, it being for a certain like reason. Do things for fun. That's what I've been doing. And I feel like this is the reason I've never been able to like stay in something long enough, because I didn't have fun doing it. I was just doing it for the look. I was doing it for the feeling of completing a goal, or the feeling that I've done something with myself, or I'm this version of me. Like, bro, forget all of that shit. If you're not having fun, you're not gonna keep doing something long enough to build anything cool. And like, even if you did, you're still gonna just be burnt out eventually. And that's just coming from experience. So for me, the main topic and the key word for me these past like 2 months have been go have fun. I don't care if you don't get good at a certain skill. I don't care if like you don't look good doing it. I don't care if it's not postable, or who gives a fuck about social media, and who gives a fuck about what people think about you, and who gives a fuck about what it looks like. Just go have fun. All the rest of the stuff, I'm not saying that you can't care about those things. Like, obviously I like social media. I like aesthetically pleasing things. I like posting things when I look good. But it gets to a point where that is your end all be all. And when that is your end all be all, dude, you forget the plot. You've lost the fucking plot of life. When looking good and performing and like social media and like who you think you are becomes before the present moment, comes before your like just present moment enjoyment and play, you've lost the plot, I think. There's a time and a place for those other things. I'm not saying that they're bad, but when they come first, dude, it's just so miserable. And you're just nitpicking everything you do because it doesn't look good. It's not good enough for people. You don't feel like you did good enough. Like, that life is tiring. So I am going to try the other way of living for a bit, where I just have fun and play around, and maybe I'll find a new part of myself while doing that. And on that note, I'll end this video here. Thank you guys for listening to me be so open and vulnerable, and I hope maybe somebody can relate. I'll see you guys in the next video.